Hello once again and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your host tonight, Bob, Cory, Nick, and Todd. The four horsemen riding again. Cory, how are you, sir?
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
We've been having a lot of talk about Tawas lately, and I'm getting awfully excited, so.
That's all right. We got to keep that excitement rolling. Nick, how are you?
Oh, hey. That's fucking my line. You don't do that.
You didn't fucking do it.
You didn't, but you can't take it.
Todd Dillon, how are you?
Stupendous, sir. I am doing great. Thank you.
We're looking forward to hanging out with you in person in just a few short weeks. But in the meantime,
Tawas and TD.
Oh my God, TT and TD in the same.
some are saying maybe unseating all other podcasts.
It's the best ever.
Exactly.
We're coming for you, Joe Rogan.
That's right. Fuck you, Joe Rogan. You better
You
step
watch
aside.
out.
You and
Watch
your
those fucking heels.
Austin, Texas mansion. Coming for you. Coming for you, Joe. You can find all episodes of previous episodes on the streaming services out on iTunes, Podbean, YouTube Music, Spotify, Stitcher, and Pandora, or anywhere else you can get a podcast. You can also follow us on social media on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Schnozzcast. If you're Bill Shakespeare, you're a writer, you can send us an email over at schnozzcast@gmail.com. That's SCHNOZZ. You must know that because you found us here, and that's how you're listening to us or watching us. Or you can call or text us right now while we're live, or any other time of the day or night at 618-SHOCKER.
618 Shocker on the Shocker line. Baby.
Who is that?
Shocker.
Who says that?
I say that.
Arthur Penhall.
Penn and Teller.
God damn it. I tried to set him up.
You remember.
I tried to set up and you rescued him right from the very fucking beginning.
It was going to be.
I made a bet with you that 30 minutes later, after we already talked about it, that he would not remember, and now I will never know because you rescued him.
Sorry. I don't even. I think it's Penn
Thanks,
Holler.
TT.
Holler. Hello. I don't fucking. I honestly don't know.
It doesn't matter that you rescued him. He's still fucking it up.
I don't know. I don't know.
It's fine. Shout out to Arthur Penhallow. Should I say?
Is that really his
is he
name?
still alive?
Yeah, he's alive.
Should I say rest in peace? No. I should say, you're still doing it.
Penn and Teller.
Still.
Exactly. Keep on keeping on.
I feel like he's not doing the riff voiceover anymore, but.
No, they probably broomed him to the curb.
Yeah, he's probably still around somewhere.
But he's probably still around. Hopefully he's somewhere out in Maui.
I heard
Because
he's a
he used to
dog
do all those
walker
travel shows.
Oh my God, I remember those.
Yeah. Be the 14th caller and you went a trip to Maui with Arthur Penn and Teller.
We're right here on the beach in Maui, baby.
How amazing would that have been? Have I told you guys? Have I told
how much shit you've won off the radio?
Yes, I've talked about this before.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The upsetting part about this to me is that it was in his younger years.
In my youth.
And that he doesn't do it anymore. And it's like, what the fuck good are you now to us telling us about what you used to fucking do for all these people?
I love how a story about my conquest in my youth.
It's upsetting.
It is of no value to him today, and therefore I am useless.
No,
to him.
because
basically.
You're the same person. You don't have demencia. You are the same person.
Well,
why aren't you doing that for us now?
Nick, he's the closest person I know to having dementia.
And not for nothing.
They should call this the dementia.
Not for
podcast.
nothing. It was much harder back in the day when Bob was winning because he actually had a rotary phone to frickin' do the dialing.
That's fucking ain't right. fucking ain't right, Todd. Thank you, sir.
Okay, real quick.
Yeah.
Because I will say, if we're going to get on this topic.
Okay, but can we do this? Because this is just getting warm. Yeah,
yes. So we are, as Nick so ably said only one episode ago, we are a drinking podcast.
Yes.
So if you're new to the show, here's what happens. Every time we get a little itch, every time we get a little urge, we go dig into the deep freezer and we pull out a fifth of brown liquor, and we're going to pour ourselves a shot. Now, as the audience member, you don't have to do this. You could just sit here and you could marvel at how four guys could continue to do shot after shot and still find the mental capacity to do the podcast. Or you could go, you know what? I think I should join those guys. Let me get a little container, a snifter, some sort of a Tupperware container, and put some brown liquid into it and join us so that we're not drinking by ourselves. We don't want you to drink by yourself.
Hurry up because I have to piss really bad.
There we go.
Oh, pee-pee.
Here it comes. Cheers.
Salute.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Fireball Whiskey. Ignite the fire inside you.
Have any of you...
And
now I got to put this on the goddamn...
Do you remember what you told me last time?
No, go ahead.
Do you remember what you told me about our sponsor?
I don't.
Wasn't it supposed to be like French's mustard or something like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, this is this is a text that I sent over to the boys. So, let me find the actual text that I sent. Because I sent a whole bunch of metrics and graphics since then.
Yeah, bunch of stuff
But,
that nobody pays any attention to.
Hey,
TD.
seriously, if you guys don't want to see this shit, I won't send
I'm
it
just
anymore,
kidding.
But
Just kidding. It was for the
I'm
entertainment.
going back
of the
to
audience.
July 15th, and clearly I've gone too far. Where I swear to God, did I send this to all three of you guys?
So for the listeners,
my God.
For the listeners that
If you were
don't know,
bored.
this is episode.
Bob's a dork.
We
237.
yeah we do
No, 238.
we do episodes back to back. We try and bank the next one. So this live is not going to be available after we post
For months.
After we end this
For months.
the live is going to go away.
Years
this is
even.
going to be a banked episode.
It's gonna be reposted with the
Spank
technical number of the episode and a witty title based on some of the bon mots that you're gonna hear tonight.
Exactly.
From these
I never
four
get to
assholes.
contribute, so
And-
witty
No,
is
that's not
the
true.
And you guys-
that's not true. I will go back and I will look at the episode titles, Todd Dillon, and I will tell you which ones came from shit that you said that I recorded and I gave to you, but I didn't even mention it. I'm like, that's going to be silent credit for Todd Dillon. So I don't hear any more of your bullshit. Anyway.
Corey, we just had Kevin Bennett enter the room, who used to come to us, come with us to the FOP.
I remember him.
KB.
So, go ahead, Cory.
Tory? All right.
I was going to say talk. but
Tory.
I probably should refer to him by his actual name.
So everyone knows this is the second episode. This is shot number, 6 or 7? So
16.
give us a break.
Let's not count.
So, given Bob's old magical talent that he had,
Yeah, keep going. What were you saying?
so he actually did 1 year. My sisters were both very, very young. I believe it was Callie's 9th birthday.
Okay.
And so this was right around the time that Bob was coming into our family's lives. And he was still just Bob.
Some guy that your cousin was
weird,
dating.
Yeah,
Yeah.
weird dude that was trying to prove himself. And he told
Trying?
me because it's going to tie in here.
Okay.
Nick, he had the audacity to tell my sisters. He says, I'm going to win you, and I'm going to get you. I'm not going to win you. He said, I'm going to get you in sync tickets for your birthday.
They had heard from Christy, my wife at the time, Cory's cousin, that I had a predilection for being able to win.
What up, Kev?
contests.
So from what we fucking hear,
Yeah.
and apparently you don't do it anymore, but go ahead. Continue, please. Tell us about all the stuff you used to give people back in the day.
Once upon a time, I had a knack, shall we say? I had the Kavorka for winning radio contests. And I won all.
Kavorka should not be used in regards to radio contests. Kavorka has to do with sexual allure,
The
Bob.
ladies,
So leave Kavorka on the pool.
Hold on.
But
Todd, tell me
hold on. Todd and Bob.
what's an acceptable substitute for Kavorka?
I'll
allure
tell
of
you
the
right-
animal.
There you go.
The what?
It was the
The allure
allure
of the animal.
of the animal.
That's what I should be saying?
Exactly.
No, you don't have the allure.
You can't
No,
use
that's-
Kavorka
I'm saying what
for
is
your
the
frickin'
appropriate
your predilection
radio-
for winning radio contests.
So give
you need
me
a different
an
word.
appropriate synonym.
White people luck.
Okay. So, Cory,
White people look.
on with your stories.
So moving on. So
For those that don't know,
Yeah, no,
Todd may sound very white, but he's very black.
watch the video. It'll show it. So Bob tells my sisters that he's going to win them in sync tickets for their
They
birthday.
tell me, could you please? I didn't offer with unprompted. They were like, oh my God, NSYNC's coming to town. They heard that I have some sort of talent for
Bob,
this.
but you
asked me.
You understand that you were
Bob one morning called. We were getting ready to go to school. This is back. We were still in grade school, and we get a call from the radio station at like 6:30 in the morning. And they asked, they're like, "Well, is Callie there?" And my mom's like, "Whoa, what's?" She's like, "Well,
who the fuck are you?"
yeah." She's like, well, "Why is there someone calling for my daughter?" Like,
I don't want to
no,
date
no.
no Ice Cube.
And they said, "So
Go to Catholic school."
we have your cousin Bob on the line, and he's won NSYNC tickets." And my mom's like, "No fucking way, no way."
Yep.
And she's like, is the person on the phone's like, "Is it okay if we put you through onto the radio?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." and you guys that know my mom, very, very skeptical person.
Yeah.
But if anything, she thought this was just a huge practical joke that was being played on her. Sure enough, they get put on the radio, and Bob ends up telling them that he won NSYNC tickets through whatever contest it was, and he got them. And my sisters were able to go to an NSYNC concert because of Bob.
Wasn't that the shake weight beta?
He was really good at that.
I know.
Most shakes in 1 minute.
Todd, I think you need to spend a little more time thinking about pogo sticking and trying to think taller, and how can I get to that pogo stick and beat Cory in the height off? That's what you should be focusing on, sir.
Wait, hold on.
Exactly.
Have we not purchased?
Right back on
Have we not looked at or at least attempted to purchase the Pogo Go 5000? Didn't he say he was going to out Pogo Cory?
Myself, but yes, we do need it. We do need.
I'm ready to go.
A rudimentary pogo stick.
We better be pogoing in Chihuahuas.
No. Pump the brakes on all this. I was the first one to say that I would never get on a fucking pogo stick.
No, you.
Todd's fucking crazy for doing it.
Hold on. Let's assume that there are people who have never listened to this before. Let's explain what's going on.
Yeah.
Let's assume.
So there's four of us hosts here. Mm-hmm. You're seeing us all on camera. You're hearing our voices. Todd Dillon,
Yes, sir.
the most the voice that you hear
Talented.
on the executive version, if you can't see him on video, he's the one who sounds the most intelligent. Todd Dillon is. Todd, he also is a rude, interrupting motherfucker. Todd Dillon is coming out to Michigan in a scant few weeks. And while he's here, there are going to be a number of competitions, let's say.
Scores settled.
Bets wagered, fortunes won and lost.
Asses
and
kicked.
So let's
being taller
count
than
them off.
short.
Let's count them off. We got the pogo off. What is the
Yes.
pogo off, you might ask? The pogo off is Todd
Yes,
Dillon
indeed.
has. This is for the record and for the internet's for proof of the internet. Todd Dillon has stated that he shall do. What was the number we determined, Corey? How many jumps?
176.
No,
was not.
no.
I actually have it written
wait.
down, so I want to hear what Cory says.
I thought it was
I wanna see
between
how you-
Todd and Corey.
No, it's a height off. Hold on, this is a pogo off.
That was
Yeah.
the height off.
I
The
know.
pogo off isn't. It doesn't involve Corey at all.
I said
Exactly.
the first thing I said.
The pogo stick challenge is just me. And but
Just
you guys,
Cory.
and you guys,
It's just
and
Todd.
I pay for the pogo stick.
Yeah.
If I lose, and you guys buy me the pogo stick if I win.
That's right.
So have you ordered the pogo stick?
You guys are supposed to get the pogo stick because I know I'm
you
going to win.
just
bitch.
said
No,
you're
no,
buying
no.
the pogo stick.
Yeah, you said you were going to get it.
and then we're paying you back for
I did not
it.
say I was going to get it.
Guys,
Go to the tape.
Hang on. Just listen.
Yeah.
Just
Go ahead.
mute Todd's. I know we can mute his mic, but I don't.
No, I'm not.
I don't-
oppressing.
not
I'm not
touching-
oppressing.
No,
Todd.
I don't know if we can turn his sound off.
That's white.
Repressed.
That's white privilege.
Let's-
I can't touch that. But
We go to Toys R Us. We get him a $30 fucking princess
That's fine.
pogo stick.
I'll take
Toys R Us
your
even
$30
exist anymore?
pogo stick. I'll freaking crush that motherfucker. I got
Exactly.
I got mad pogo and skills.
does Toys R Us exist anymore?
No.
Online, I think.
Exactly.
All right.
I
so
feel
we,
like that.
We go to Target.
we
All
need
right.
to get a starter pogo stick.
I
But,
feel like
but
that's
the number,
yeah.
we'd have to go back to the tape, but there was this particular number of pogoings that Todd was
Yes.
supposed to do.
Yeah, I think it was like
Yes.
10 to 20 or
15.
something like that.
Somewhere, I think
Yeah,
you're right.
it's
Somewhere
15.
in between 10 and 20.
Yep.
We'll go back to the tape, ladies and gentlemen.
But so I think the thing is if we provided a pogo stick
Yeah.
and he could surpass 15 without falling over,
Then we would buy him.
purchase him like the most expensive
good
pogo
pogo
stick
stick.
we could find.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, and we are filming this for a live YouTube.
Oh,
Special
it'll definitely be
episode.
filmed.
Yes, that's the first.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
just the
lot
first.
of P on the end of that YouTube.
That's the first of many. Fuck you. That's the first of many challenges on that day. The second one is the height off, which is
Yes.
which is Corey and
Exactly.
Todd back to
Cory
back.
taking the lifts out of his thongs.
barefoot on level ground.
Back to
We're gonna
back.
have a level. We're have a level on the ground, and Nick's gonna go with the level over the tops of the heads,
Well, I mean,
And
I'm
we're
the
gonna-
tallest person, so
and we're gonna. Well, that's
Oh, now you guys are going to get
that's
into
up
it about
for,
that.
That's
Yeah.
up for debate.
there's nothing to get into. I mean, I'm
Are
the
you, are
tallest
you
guy.
taller than 6 feet?
I'm 6'1", yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay, there you
Yeah,
go.
100%.
All right, I'm not going to even argue then. He's the tallest one. Because I'm secure in my
Cory's
6 foot
5'5".
heightness.
I mean, there's
So what other
It's right in
challenges
front
that
of
we
you.
had? Oh, we have an age off going on. That is a license to license between me and Todd.
I was gonna say, I don't
who's the oldest, once and for all, between Todd Dillon and myself.
We're going to have a lot to post
hold
while
on,
we're
hold
up
on.
there.
Yes,
Hold on,
of course
there's-
we do.
So hold on, there was a height off,
Pogo off, height off,
age off,
Yep.
And I'm going to
and
smoke.
you've already seceded, in regards to
Seceded like from the Union, like the
Yeah, like-
Civil War. All right.
And I'm going to smoke Todd in
Does
the
it feel
race.
like- Oh yeah.
no,
too.
that was the proposed race was between you and Danielle.
from the union.
The Selesky off. That was
Oh,
the
yeah.
proposal.
Oh man,
I'll beat,
Was
all,
who-
I'll beat all you guys in a race.
a race?
Yeah.
That is
Okay,
that is-
okay.
a race to frickin' the toilet. Come on now.
That's
There's
fine.
no,
We can make it a race to
Come on,
whatever you
Shorty.
want.
there is
Come
no
on,
race.
come on,
I'm
Shorty.
sorry.
Have you
Yeah,
guys seen?
exactly. There's no race that the Tawas tortoise is going to win. Dude, you're TT for a reason.
Have
you're
you
late,
guys seen
other
Todd?
than today,
Hang on.
and you're slow, and you're short.
On the record.
Embrace those things.
Shit talking by Todd Dillon today.
A race.
On the record, I will beat all three of you and Danielle
Okay.
Not.
in a foot race.
Not.
Yeah. Okay.
In a heart, Todd, in a heartbeat.
Dude.
Corey.
Todd,
Okay.
in a heartbeat.
Just
Dude.
look. Just hold on.
I swear to God, I know I will.
Corey, look.
I know I will.
Oh, okay.
Corey, look. Corey, look.
Are you saying that because I'm 53? Because I'm going to smoke your ass, and then you're going to be
Oh,
beat by
dude.
53.
You're not gonna. No, dude. I will kill you in a foot
Corey,
race.
Corey, the problem is
This has got to happen.
my
now.
strides
That's
are,
fine.
are
Gotta
much
happen.
longer than yours.
Again,
You don't
dude. I will.
understand
That's fine. You guys can. It'll be proven.
All right,
once
so
we're
that's
north.
the fourth one. That's
Once
the
we're
fourth
north.
one. Is a-
Well, the good news is
the
there's gonna be about
podcast race
7
between
years
all
worth
the
of
hosts.
material just on the foot race.
I understand. I understand that you don't think that I'm very sportly and I'm not into sports.
No, none of us do.
I know, and I'm the first person to raise my hand in that category.
That's exactly why.
But I believe that Nick is faster than Cory.
Okay, yeah, you don't have to believe it.
I believe
dude.
it.
Sean
In my
McGuire
soul.
is much taller than me.
Whatever.
He went much faster than me, and he wasn't even trying.
Whatever you want to think, buddy. Whatever you want to think.
I'm not trying to think anything. I'm just telling you what's going to happen.
All right, so we got
Exactly.
four
He's
of
gonna
them.
roast
We got
your
Pogo
ass.
off, a height off, an age off, and a podcast race. A podcast host race.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't
For all four
understand
of
what's
us.
happening right now. Cory Selesky, the person that I can't recall in my brain running, is telling me that everyone on this show he's going to beat in a race.
Nick, again,
That's what he's saying.
Again, how?
I know you're right.
He's throwing down.
I know you
look,
had to
he's-
run, and I
respect
had to
that.
witness it. I
He's
just
throwing
don't
down the
remember.
gauntlet. He's saying, "I can beat all of you fuckers," and all of us are going to be there. So I think this has to.
I mean,
happen.
it's cute. It's very cute.
I chased down plenty of people
and not
much
for
taller than
nothing.
me with
That's
legs way longer than mine.
very
Not for
cute.
nothing.
It's very cute. Well, I
I
just
do
Cory, I love
Hold
you.
on, hold
I
on.
love you.
I know-
Todd. Go
I
ahead.
don't want your heart to give
Hold on,
out
Nick.
while
Hold
we're
on,
trying to
Nick.
race.
Hold on, Nick.
No. You know what? I was going to say it, but I'm going to let the video do the talking.
That's right. At the end of the day, the video will do the talking.
That's a true statement.
100%.
All right, so
And
all of this,
I don't wanna
all of
hear-
this,
I don't wanna
ladies and
hear
gentlemen.
any excuses about how I tripped in the poison oak and I got my lips are
Not the
swollen,
poison
so I can't
oak.
run very fast. And the poison ivy. Made
Wait, is
my
that your
lips
Cory
swell.
impression?
And I,
It's pretty
Yeah, that's
spot
my
on,
Cory
Todd.
impression.
Pretty spot on.
That you think is spot on?
I think that's perfect, buddy.
Mine's
I've
mine's
never-
not even derogatory.
I've never Todd.
I just sound like you.
Todd.
He's
Todd.
being derogatory.
Todd. I've never heard
This
a
is
better.
how Cory Selesky works.
Yeah, that was almost identical. I thought it was you talking about here.
Yeah, Todd. I literally thought that was me talking.
I don't even
That's-
understand what's happening right
Todd,
now. I really don't.
All right, so for the record,
Congratulations, Todd.
For the record, the week of the
and now Cory
August,
off.
the week of August 20th through the 25th.
I will tell you right now, I am not fucking running on my vacation.
Hold on. The week of the 20th through 25th, all of these things are going to happen.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, I'm not running at races on my vacation.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm drinking.
So we're
I will-
going to three out of four podcasts. hosts
I
are
will
gonna
run
race.
circles around him any other time, but I'm not doing it on my vacation.
Oh, wait a minute, Bob.
Okay. Yeah.
Before you go any further, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh, my thong fell up. I can't go any faster.
Was that
Todd.
Is that still your
I
Cory voice?
knew that. I knew that was me because it was so perfect.
That's your Cory voice.
But unfortunately for you, there will be no shoes at all, sir, and I'm still going to beat you.
yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay.
He's gonna
All right,
Neanderthal it.
So all right. So between the weekends, the week of August 20th, all four of these are going to happen.
Correct.
Okay. So we're going to do for the viewing and listening public, anybody who's interested in watching us and listening to us right now, we're going to do our best to capture this on video or audio, the whatever we can do, and we're going to share the results with you after that.
And if you can all remember the mispronunciation jars, those are all going to be running in line with this as well. So
If someone comes
all
up with
the
an
jars
Utz-
that you
with
see
an-
on the table that have cash
with
in
an
them,
Utz pretzel jar, we'll do it, but
not Utz.
no one has come up with it yet. So up till now, it's just been a
Still trying to finish those pretzels from
Great
that big
idea.
ass fucking jar.
eat faster, Cory.
So many pretzels every night.
All right, so can I just jump in here with I think we touched on it. So in the last week or so, it was on the 26th of June, or sorry, July. It was National Mustard Day, and
Jesus.
French's came up with Skittles that are mustard flavored.
oh my dude, I almost fucking just threw up. That is the most fucking
It does
disgusting
sound
thing.
gross, but I want to try one to see my sweat.
Now, I sent this to my podcast
That is
co-host,
so fucking disgusting.
and the immediate response I got was Cory saying, "Hear me out. French's can go fuck themselves."
They
Yes.
can.
That's a direct
Yeah, I
quote
remember
from
that.
Cory Slesky.
I remember that one. Yes.
Dude, I'm sorry. Listen,
did I write anything back, Bob, or did I ignore you guys? Because
no, you did. First, I sent a witty meme to Cory, and then he said, "Hey, look, you can have as many mustard flavored Skittles as your heart desires. That just means we can no longer be friends."
Very true.
So, from the moment of that text, which was on July 27th at 1:43 a.m., Cory and I were no longer friends. And then, and following that, Nick Bader sent a text saying, "LMAO, you're no longer friends." That's hilarious. And he said, "Gross." And then Todd Dillon said, "Seems like a really bad idea. That said, they will likely be able to sell every single package made in areas of the world where mustard isn't a normal content."
Okay, let's just stop this fucking disgusting train right on its fucking tracks. Yellow mustard is the bane of fucking my existence. It is the most disgusting. I'm sorry if you love fucking hot dogs with yellow mustard all over it. That is fucking disgusting.
These people are nasty people.
Like
my wife's one of them.
But they're out there.
I'm not as hold on. I'm not as far onto the spectrum as Cory is. I could do like a beer cheese or a grain mustard or something like that. But yellow French's mustard, there is no application culinarily speaking that I can say
Untrue.
that I need. That I need.
I'm going to fix you right now.
No.
I'm going to fix you right now. I'm going to fix you right now.
Coleman's Spicy Brown is the way to go. I don't need fucking yellow mustard in anything, in any application of my life.
All right, go ahead, Todd.
And now I know why
please tell
at Tawas, Nick will not be in charge of any barbecuing food that I freaking.
Yeah, tell me what you're gonna do. Tell me what you're gonna do in a fucking culinary aspect with French's yellow fucking mustard. Please tell me.
Hey, start the clock on science. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take
science
my
clock,
ribs.
Cory.
You got 30 seconds.
30
Go.
seconds. Go.
There you go. I'm going to start my ribs brining the day before in a nice brown sugar, apple cider vinegar, water, salt mixture. Then
you want to bind
once
it, right?
I'm going to pat them dry. I'm going to pat them dry. I'm going to coat them in that French's yellow mustard that Nick's been degrading.
It's
and I'm going to
disgusting.
put my rub that I've created on top of that so that it adheres in the consistency that I want. That way, the mustard will evaporate when I smoke for 18 hours, and the flavor will be fucking spectacular, bitch.
So Todd, let me tell you something. You are not using the mustard to build a level of flavor. You're using the mustard as
Can you somebody go to the tape and say what Nick said?
As a binder. You're using it as a binder. There are no
I'm using it, and it's freaking perfect.
I'm saying, Todd, this is not.
I know what you're, but the words you used.
Are we about to add
no culinary reason to use the mustard?
Okay. Let me reiterate. Okay, if you want to use yellow mustard in a way that you would use Elmer's glue to stick something to the fucking wall.
What?
We're Elmer's glue. We stick something to the wall, right? We want to use glue to fucking stick some.
My mom told me that if I put Elmer's glue on the wall, I get freaking pummeled. So my Elmer's
some fucking construction paper. Todd, okay,
exactly.
Todd is not using yellow mustard for its flavor. He's using it as glue to adhere his any of his seasoning.
I just gave you one application. I have a ton of others for yellow mustard.
Continue. I'll give you the binder. Go ahead.
You only had 30 seconds.
But tell me
that was long gone.
Todd, tell me something where you're like, I want that delicious French flavor to come through. Tell me something in that capacity.
I actually have made many barbecue sauces where I use just regular yellow mustard because I know the consistency of that flavor, and I want that thing to pop in the sauce. And so even though it might not be the predominant thing in there, I've used yellow mustard rather than, like you said, those grain mustards and the other mustards that have very strong accents. To get the flavor you want, there's absolutely a place for regular old French's yellow mustard in your kitchen. And when you make and Lori even said her ham glaze. Just regular. Why you freaking throwing Dijon in there? You're not even going to taste that.
So as you said, ham glaze, brown sugar, orange juice, yellow mustard.
Yep.
God damn it, that sounds disgusting.
Yes. No, it's great.
Listen,
fantastic.
Hold on. There is
I'm a ham glazed believer.
There is a warm yellow mustard ham glaze that you can make, but you're going to use it with mustard powder. You're going to add some vinegar, some salt.
But I'm saying
you're not going to use French.
You painted with too broad a brush, bro. I love your culinary talents, but you painted with too broad a brush.
French's yellow.
I'll make a sauce that you'll say, "Oh my god, I can't
I will tell you this.
this."
I will tell you this right now.
It'll be ruined by me getting a super duper freaking brown mustard in there.
And hopefully Cory can agree with this. I don't care how fucking smoking hot. If you had the fucking hottest fucking girl in the world and she had a fucking French's yellow mustard mustache from just eating a hot dog, I would not fucking touch her with a 10-foot pole. That's disgusting. That is fucking disgusting.
Okay. To be fair. It's time for 90 Second Sports with Todd Dillon.
Word to the mother.
Direction. The 20. He's going for 40. And it's 90 Second Sports.
All right. 90 Second Sports curated by Cory Schnozzcast doing the 90-second clock in lieu of our...
we don't have it. Wait a minute. I thought we got the new hourglass.
No, we're going digital, baby. So
we
Todd,
did, but it's only 60 seconds.
No, we're not doing that. We're going to 100% digital.
It's all the flippy flopping.
Todd Dillon with the sports. Yep. He's going to give you the high sign, and you're going to be off for the races, Todd.
All right, Todd. 3, 2, 1,
Yes, sir.
Go, sir.
Let's do it. Dude, we haven't done 90-second sports in a little bit. I mean, you guys are always keeping me back. You know, I want to do 90-second sports all the time. Every week, I'm like, hey, I got 90-second sports. I have stuff to do. I got a super fan sending me competitive jump roping, dudes who jump off buildings and see how many birds they can crush with their nuts. I got people sending me all manner of material for 90-second sports. And do they let me on this motherfucker? No. They're like, no, you can't do 90-second sports, Todd. People don't like that shit.
Are you going to do any 90-second sports?
What?
Are you going to do any 90-second sports?
Yeah. Wait. I have tons to talk about.
Running out of time, my friend.
Steph Curry, one of the greatest basketball players in the history of the universe. Dude pulled off one of the greatest sports feats ever. He freaking won a golf tournament when he was behind. Clutch mofo. I wanted to talk about that, but I got to get to the real deal. This is a serious segment. Money is ruining college sports. This past weekend, the University of Washington and the University of Oregon are going to join the Big Ten. It's really going to screw up college sports. I mean, ultimately, I love the Big Ten. I love Michigan. I love all this stuff. But money and the pursuit of endless money is going to screw up college football. When teams are leaving
That's
their
90 seconds
Sorry,
sports.
Todd. 90-second sports is over.
Thank you for your time, sir.
That was fantastic.
Nick is already gone, but Nick's gone.
Jumping right
But
into TT's TikTok.
When teams are leaving,
Hang on.
Sorry.
Good. Todd, while Nick's gone in the bathroom.
Nick is gone.
Hurry the fuck up. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going. Sports.
No, seriously.
Yep, you keep talking.
Guys, love the Big Ten, but college sports is about college students, and money has gotten so ingrained into the fabric of college sports.
He's coming back.
I love you,
Talk
Doug.
faster.
Dude, I'm not. This is a serious point. Pay attention. Don't let college sports get ruined. If there's only 2 or 3 super conferences, what happens to the other schools you love? The fact that parents won't be able to go see their kids play in New York because Washington and Rutgers are in the same conference doesn't make any sense. I want capitalism to work, but you can't just do money for money and wreck sports, and especially college sports. It's supposed to be about the kids. They got to now travel even longer distances. And by the way, they're student athletes, and student comes first. So please, if you are in a position to affect change in this space, don't let college sports get ruined. Don't let regional rivalries get ruined. Pay attention to this. This is all about money, and it's going to hurt student athletes. It's going to hurt colleges that don't make the cut, like University of Oregon State University, Wazoo. I've been wearing their shirt for the last couple of days.
Todd, wrap it up.
Again, I'll wrap it up.
Corey's really going to go to the bathroom.
I'll wrap it up. Pay attention. This is going to hurt college.
He's really going to go to the bathroom. He was doing the pee-pee dance like nobody's business.
I really had to go pee-pee.
All right. I'm done. Pay attention. What's next?
Todd, I'm so sorry. Yes, we were, but now Corey's peeing his brains
he's
out
got
of
a
the bathroom.
pee-pee, and I feel like the questions would
I've
go
never
off to the
seen
wayside.
someone dancing so hard in the chair.
So here's what I want. This is something I wrote down during the middle of the week, and it took a little bit of interpretation, but I think I figured it out. So what I want to know is where I work, it's multicultural. And we get in a lot of debates and conversations about stupid things, just like we do on the podcast.
Sounds appropriate.
Yeah. And so what I want to know is, what are the token black snacks and what are the token white snacks?
Holy shit.
That we can think of. And I want to know.
By token, you mean like stereotypical?
I mean, not even necessarily, like something maybe I don't know that you grew up with, and something that we grew up with that you'd be like, what? What the fuck? Why would you eat that? That's what I want to know.
Actually, I think the interesting thing there, though, is I find it won't matter black versus not black.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably for the most part, if a couple of conditions are met,
Okay.
if your family is native to the Americas for at least 2 or 3 generations,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you kind of moved here from another country, your parents did, but you were born here, you still have that influence from wherever. And then again, some of the things I'm curious to know what the stereotypes are, because again, most people who grew up in the same economical, like if our parents both made the same amount of money, then we all had spam. If we were like, if that total income was like 30 grand, you know what I mean? Both, I think there'll be common depending. I think it goes around the money grid. But let's do it. I'm excited because I think if the money's the same, and if you're like if your family's been here for like 70 years, it feels like we're going to have the same institutional things.
I don't think so. I think there's culturally, I think there's differences as well. But
I think there's stereotypical differences. You're right. Never mind. There are things. Never mind. I think you're right. I'm excited.
Yeah, because there's difference. But the other difference is like Cory and I, this was really fun, and I don't even know if this could be on a future podcast, but we had like a cultural, what was it that DPD came in and taught us, like when we were at Fair, like cultural appropriation training or something.
Not appropriation.
It wasn't appropriation. It was something.
It was just
misappropriation.
Like a cultural sensitivity course.
Yeah. 100%.
To understand other cultures and like to know that like like Arabic females, you didn't touch without an Arabic male present, or have them do something as part of the investigation. Like there was a lot of different things that you just didn't realize about other cultures that were to them very, very important. And there was still a way to do
making it.
What's that?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just wanted to, and I apologize for cutting you off.
No,
the one thing is actually the interesting thing that you said even there is, we are not good in this country at actually kind of disseminating the fact that when you say Arabic, there are many Arabic nations that actually observe very, very drastically different things. And so when we paint with the broad brushes, you only get a segment. You don't always get 100%. And so you're always going to leave some people out, because we assume that when we say Arabic, it's the whole swath of those people would identify as Arabic. But remember, their traditions and customs can be different.
So
depending upon their region.
One of the funniest things about this training, it was held by a DPD female sergeant. She was a black female, and she wanted to cut the tension in the room. And she had 2 big poster boards on the wall, and she was like, I'm going to segregate the white people and I'm going to segregate the black people. And I want you to tell me stereotypes that you feel about these other cultures. And it was an open, friendly environment. Like, it was nothing hateful or anything like that. And it was really, really, it was really funny. It was something that I remember and I recall that I talk about, and I tell people even to this day, this is, 16 years ago. And I felt like one of the funniest things in the world, was one, and they would write, you would say something and she would write it on on the piece of paper. She'd write it on the piece of paper. And then we'd go back to that piece of paper and we'd say, well, why do people think this? And one of which was white people smell like wet dogs when they're wet. And I was like, wait.
I remember that.
Is that
What?
true?
I go, what?
I feel like it might
What?
be true.
I never thought that in my life.
I was in the exact same class, and I do remember
Corey
that.
and I were in that class. And the funniest
I
thing.
can explain it to you.
Please.
Okay, so hold on.
Please do.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, go. Let's lead on that. Go ahead.
Hold
No,
on.
I can't explain it to you.
Todd, no. You might be able to if I give you just like 60 seconds to think about it. Todd, you got one last shot for the night?
I do. Hang on. Let me get it going.
Yep. Let's do that.
My crown apple.
Well, at least it's not your Jack Apple.
Stop jacking your apple, Todd.
That's for after the show.
That's Mary's drink.
Of course it is. All right. If you're new to the podcast,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. We're going to do a shot here. So please join us if you got something. If not, quickly pour yourself something.
Got something?
Rapidly pour yourself a shot.
Also, Andy Marintet joined the chat.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of
Andy!
stuff.
Corey's best friend.
Cheers.
Cheers.
So,
All right. So tell us why.
cultural sensitivity. So
Yeah.
this came up. So the black folks in the room wrote that white people smelled like wet dogs when they're wet. And
I don't think they're wrong. I
the-
just never noticed it.
The rule was nobody is wrong. There's no wrong answers. You just can't be hateful. And it was very open and honest, and there were a lot of laughs. And that was something that I was taken aback from because I'd never heard that before.
I never have either.
But the funniest part about it, is in the black community, people that I've had contact with, they would roll when I would tell that story. They would start dying laughing. And they'd be like, yeah, we've heard that. I'm like, wait, what do you mean you've heard
Right.
that?
And then you start to go why didn't you tell me? Not that there's anything we could have done about it, but
I didn't know. I mean, I have a very sensitive nose. I've never smelled.
that sensitive.
I already know why. I can
but
explain
you said you could, and then I gave you the floor, and you said you couldn't.
No, I didn't. I never said I couldn't. I didn't get a chance to. People started.
Okay,
piping up
no,
before I got
go
to
ahead,
speak
go ahead.
to it.
Oppression.
So again, it's the thing I say all the time. It is a bit of broad brush painting without
Vegas. Let's let.
No, I'm
not sure.
I'm telling you.
Well, I was going to say, actually, there's an even deeper reason too. Not for
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
Just see again, if you look at many of the documentaries. So yes, socioeconomic conditions. Most black folks coming out of slavery didn't have the funds to afford pools, even in the South, and in other areas where districts were set aside or ghettos for people of color. Remember, that's next to industrial, so you couldn't have even if you could afford it, they wouldn't have you a pool there because you were going to die of lead poisoning or something else in the ground. Remember, underrepresented minorities live closest to the worst things in society: prisons, landfills. Those are the cheapest areas to live, and not for nothing, people of every racial spectrum fall and live in these areas. But again, systematically, more people of underrepresented races have been put next to these things. So pools, a thing they couldn't afford, B, a thing that even if they were able to afford them in the areas they were at, they might not have been afforded the opportunity to do it because just because you don't want them to live next to you, you don't want to murder them by having them dig up pools in lead or other poisonous based areas that the land has to go. So don't want to make this too deep, but I got good answers for a lot of this stuff.
But what it sounds like what she was saying was hitting home, and it was 100% true. And what you're saying kind of echoes her sentiment. She was saying like, hey, look, a lot of our inner city black children don't have access to pools. That's not a thing, and we want to make it a thing, but it's at this current point in time, it's not. And so the majority,
I have another one too, Nick. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Actually, this is actually no. Again, if anything, I want to do around things like this, I definitely want to educate.
Sure.
There's another
100%.
reason why. I've been very blessed in my life to be growing up very, very similar to my upbringing is very similar to people who are white. And so I've had similar privilege. But if you think about it from an economical perspective as well, during the days of slavery, there were white kids who learned how to swim because their parents taught them, and they lived next to the water, they had means, and learned how to do it. If you taught a slave to swim, you've given them another avenue to escape. And so thereby suppressing the ability for the people who were brought here to learn how to swim. And remember, even if their families knew how to swim in Africa, they were separated. And over the time that they were here, that is not a natural thing that carries over. It's parents teaching their kids to swim and to boat and do those things that resonates. And so again, if you look in not Gentleman's Agreement, watch the movie Harriet. One of the interesting things was, for whatever reason, Harriet Tubman learned to swim and not be so because out of necessity, and figured out that she could manage it. But when she tried to free other slaves, they stopped and almost rebelled against her because they were not going to this water and die. So again, there are historical things that have left black people with this stigma or this notion that they can't swim and stay from water. Because if slaves could swim and they could run away and get across a river or a creek or a lake, that is damaging to the thing that built the South. And so, again, don't want to get too political or too deep, but a little bit of science on why that is.
It's science and history, and this is hundreds of years of this. Hundreds of years.
Yes.
So
people don't realize. And by the way, in some states they won't even let you teach it anymore. Not for nothing.
That's fucking ridiculous. So we'll end it. We're gonna end it on a happy note. So of course, it's gonna go in this direction. I remember. We had the two giant pieces of paper. The white people were writing on one, the black people were writing on the other, and it was a very friendly environment. And
grape soda and orange soda.
Nope. white people
Coke
wrote
versus Pepsi.
White people wrote.
Stop it.
Because the question was, what are the stereotypes that you hear about the other culture? And so, of course, I don't know if it was a white woman or someone that went up and wrote, black guys have big dicks. And listen, so guess what?
Well said, Todd. And that's Schnozzcast for the.
Listen. So
We have TikToks to do, goddammit.
So
We're
guess
not
what?
getting into TikToks tonight.
We have to.
And
Do we?
Oh, yeah.
Guess
gotta be
what?
quick.
Guess what the moderator's answer was? Nope. The moderator's answer was some stereotypes are just true. I'm sorry, but some stereotypes are just true. That was the answer, and the whole fucking room lost it.
Are you ready?
We're gonna jump into TT's TikToks right now.
Yeah, boy.
All
I
yours,
love
Cory.
this segment.
Oh, I know you do, Todd. It's your favorite one.
Todd's either gonna love it or he's gonna hate it, and I love both aspects of this.
All right, so this first one, I want to get you guys' input on this as to would you stay here if this was an Airbnb that you could get?
Yep.
If I can find the play button. There we go.
It's right in the middle.
The fuck is that?
Is that rain or snow?
That's rain.
Over a cliff.
Is that a bed?
That's a bed.
But it's
it's a bed
there's
over
a
a
box
cliff.
over it, right? Like
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
That's
Yeah,
fucking
fuck
beautiful.
yeah, I'd stay there.
That's beautiful.
Would you?
Yeah.
I would.
Even with all that room underneath you?
Yeah,
That
of
you-
course. Because
Alright.
the supports
I'd do it.
underneath that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'd
if
do
you're
it in a
gonna,
minute.
if you're gonna go, you gotta go.
I think it'd be
Word.
pretty fucking cool.
I
Oh,
do
that's
too.
amazing. That's amazing.
I would do it.
All right, so that was.
I mean, the rain is
Easy
beautiful,
peasy.
but hopefully
You don't get a
most of the
grade for
time-
that, Cory, though.
Who's that? Todd?
Yeah,
Who, Todd?
he said he doesn't. Cory, you don't get a grade for that.
Oh,
Exactly. I'm like, yeah, we all said we do it. No grade for that, though.
all
We
right,
need
so
something more substantial.
so Nick played a commercial, or what made us play a commercial one of the last episodes. Yep. And it didn't go over so well, but I might have found a commercial to redeem that one.
There we
So
go.
here's that commercial for you guys.
There's a cry across the heartland, a yearning for the days gone by. And in little old Corden, Indiana, they're happy and they'll tell you why. They got butt drugs, they love butt drugs, butt drugs, butt drugs.
what does that mean?
I recommend butt drugs for everybody.
I can always count on butt drugs.
When I think drugs, I think butt drugs. For all my health needs, I turn to butt drugs.
You want hometown service?
What the fuck is going on right
and
here?
liquor. Now that's
It's just a company whose last name is Butt, which is a real name. This isn't that funny. I mean, it's to make people chuckle in that community.
We love
Butt drugs. I get it.
Okay.
Butt drugs won't let you down.
free parking in the rear. I love butt drugs.
Oh my people.
So I'm giving this a D-, Cory.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick's commercial.
I get the whole.
Nick's
I get the
commercial
whole,
was better?
Dude, if I lived in Butt, Indiana, I'd be like, those guys are witty.
Oh, good thing you don't live there.
My people.
exactly.
My people.
So this next one is this lady that's running on the treadmill, and she ends up getting in a little bit of trouble. She slips a little bit and falls.
Cory, the TikTok stands up, you don't have to explain it.
Well, yeah, but
Todd,
there's
we
also
got
audio listeners.
audio listeners here. They know what we're talking about here.
No, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Watch out for
Exactly.
the butt drugs.
So here you go.
Goddamn butt drugs.
All right, she's running on the treadmill, doing good. Oh, she slips a little bit.
Oh! The fucking pancakes come out.
Her Skeeter was out. How did it pull her? Hey, you got to see now, Cory, because that's an A+.
Yeah,
Them cakes came out real quick.
they did.
All right, ladies and
I don't
gentlemen.
wish that upon anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and
out.
gentlemen, we're going to take a side note and do a shot.
Yes.
If you have something, do it with us. Don't spill it on the
It's like
tablecloth
shot
like
number
Bob
18.
Rankin.
We thought that the last one was going to be the last shot of the night, but we were wrong.
One more to do, apparently.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Hang on.
Todd
Hey,
said
wait,
to get-
wait.
Whoa. Oppression.
Bob, you
Spit it back into your cup. Bob just spit it back into his cup.
I'm totally ready to do it again.
Hold
I
on.
hope there's a little snot in it too. Hang on.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to do a shot.
I'm
Todd,
ready.
you got a shot?
This is going to taste
I got one.
delicious. I
I
can't
know.
wait.
Salute.
Don't even touch
Salute.
my glass. Cheers. Doesn't that taste good?
Mine was really good.
Oh.
I hope Bob's was freaking warm and gooey.
Oh, dude, his was regurgitated.
A
So
lot of saliva. All right, this next one's for all you golfers out there.
No, it's for all you boob
you
men out there.
golfers or
Bob's gonna love
golfers?
this. Bob already likes this one. Bob already loves this one.
Oh, nice tits. I mean, shot. Nice shot.
Well played.
nice
Well played, sir.
I mean, shot. Nice shot.
what is he, 19?
Well played. That's a wig he's wearing. There's not. That's not.
That's his hair.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Hey,
That's perfect.
Oh, nice tits. I mean, shot. Nice shot.
She did not even fucking turn around. She didn't even fucking look at him.
there you guys go. That's TikToks for the week.
All right.
Hey, you got a solid B out of this week. You redeemed yourself with that one.
Oh, Todd, I still got a couple more waiting for you, buddy.
Next
But
time.
I appreciate that.
Next
though.
time, sir. Next time. So with that, thank you for joining us. We cannot wait to sync it back up with you next weekend. That's going to be the last one we do, I think, before we go out to Tawas. So
Are we going to do one
please-
live in Taos?
Well, we're going to see. We're going to talk about it. Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. So thank you for joining us. We'll see you here next week, and then I'll be out in Tawas, and we'll see what happens.
Good night.
Peace out.
9,000.